in Amsterdam. In my daily life, I'm a cultural heritage consultant, work in one of the places is in Indonesia. So I'm happy now to invite Vidhyaa Chandramohan, Abu Dhabi-based National Geographic Explorer and also a visual storyteller. Vidhyaa will introduce herself more herself. I think that is more interesting. And thank you for all participants who already joined on time. We really appreciate it. We are going to start on time. And if you have comment, feedback, or questions, you can share it in the chat or you can raise your hand. And we are going to have about 60 minutes discussion after the presentations. So this is an informal discussion, so don't worry. Even if you would like to express your questions or opinion in Bahasa Indonesia, please do so. I will help you to translate it into English. So I think now I would like to ask Vidhyaa Chandramohan to introduce herself and also to start her presentations. Please go ahead.
Yeah. So you all can see my screen, right?
Yeah, it's very well.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Very well. And I am audible, isn't it?
Yes. Yeah, clear. But maybe you can speak rather slow because English is not the main language in Indonesia.
Yeah, no problem. So for me also English is not a main language, so no problem, I can understand. So today, firstly, I would like to thank you everyone and good evening and good afternoon to, we are in UAE and Indonesia. So thank you, Hasti and team, for organizing this. I'm really grateful for this presentation, for giving space for me to express my work. And I am Vidhyaa. I am based in Abu Dhabi for nearly 20 years. I do visual storytelling, photography, and National Geographic Explorer as well. My work mainly focuses on women empowerment, social issues, and environment storytelling. I have published my work locally, internationally, as well. I have exhibited the same. And for me, photography for environment storytelling inspire. It always want me to inspire, motivate, and educate people through emotions and connections. So I don't want to, just capture the landscape or whatever I see. So, but I want to show everything, the relationship between the people, place, nature. As I am based in UAE, especially I am keen to tell UAE based story to the world. So this is all about me, and I believe that the right story in the right time, it always influence and create awareness and action. So these are some of the work which I am sharing quickly so that you know what I am doing. So some of the stories I have published, as I mentioned before, published in UAE as well in the international. So these stories I published in the National Geographic Arabia. The first one is about women and falconry. So here I have showed how women breaking stereotypes in falconry. So for this story, I worked nearly 5 years. I have to understand the culture and why falcon is important, and lot of aspect I have covered. Ethically, I presented the stories to the global audience as well to the local audience. And, I am happy that I published these photos, I mean, these stories. But the stories which created a great impact for the falconers also. After publishing, doing the story, they got recognized and they went several places. and they given and shown about the falconry and how the women is breaking the stereotypes in falconry. These are the things they have shown to the world. And the next one is about camel. So if you come UAE, definitely you might see some of the camels in the the park or desert. You can find easily. So with the camels, I want to tell a story about how UAE preserve the cells and embryos and protect the camel biodiversity. This is about just the educational aspect I have done. So the mangrove. So mangrove, I will say it is not just a project. So I can say the women falconry I have done, camel, okay, I can done, but for mangroves, I can't say that I have done my project because it is a long term, and it need more awareness to the people. Wherever people call, so today, some Hasti called me, I came. At least, whoever is sitting here, one person it will spark, and definitely they will support and raise the voice wherever you are. So here I'm going to show about how I impact and outreach about um, with the mangrove storytelling, and how I use the camera as a tool. These are the aspect I am going to share with you now. If you have anything, you can stop by and you can ask me questions. Everyone there, right, Hasti?
Yes,
Hello?
yeah, great.
Because all are, because I can see only my screen. I can't see
Yeah,
the audio.
yeah.
Today I'm going to share about my project, Mangroves Meet the UAE's Guardian. So this project is awarded, I received an award from National Geographic itself for doing this project. Here I have shown mangrove plantation effort and the ecological benefits what we get. So UAE is planting 100 million mangroves by 2030. So based on that, I have done this project. But for me, the outreach and impact, daily basis I do. So like whoever I meet, I educate them. Like, we were discussing with the Hasti before. So people ask me a lot of questions to me. I used to, take them and I show them. At least, I create awareness about the mangroves. So I want to share about, more than 70 species of mangroves around the world. But the species what I am going to talk is about gray mangroves. So the scientific name of gray mangroves is called Avicennia marina. In Arabic, they call gurum. So this mangrove is a native species of the UAE. So I, this is adapted. UAE have a extreme heat and salinity and the tidal condition. This mangrove easily adapt in this situation, in this condition. So it's a very resilient, um, this gray mangroves. And in naturally, we know around the world, the mangroves act as a ecosystem engineers. It stabilize the sediments, and it gives shelter for animals, pollinators, fish, crab below the water and above the water. It gives shelter for living beings, and not only for animals, but it gives protection for the human beings also. So mangrove is very important for our ecosystem. But in general, most of the people are not aware about the mangroves. And also main thing, it will save the carbon in the root, which called blue carbon ecosystem. So definitely this need a long term protection, and lot of public awareness is needed to protect the mangroves. So around the world, if you say, mangroves are in threat. Like by scientists say 50% of mangroves are in at risk because of the coastal development, climate change, sea level rise, and shrimp farming, agriculture. This is throughout the world, it is in threat. What we can do as a human being, it's a time to protect the mangroves now. So to achieve this project, how they do the plantation effort, I have collaborated with several organizations here to do this project. So I'm going to show some of the images with you. So it will help you to understand how I did the project. So here you can see how, they are transforming desert into greenery. So as I said, how they do the 2030 mangrove, 100 million mangroves by 2030 through public, private, corporates. Many of them are involved to do the plantation. So you can see these are called mangrove seeds, and it's called probagals. So they are sorting the seeds for drone plantation. So once they sort the seed, they move to the chiller, and it will go into the drone plantation. So if it is a massive area, we can't do the plantation by hand. So manually we can't do. So through drone plantation, it will reach many areas, and they monitor also the growth of the plant. So this is the close-up of the gray mangrove seed. So usually what it does, it germinate in the tree itself, and it fall. Once it fall, it float, and it land, and it grow as a tree. And it also has a lot of challenges, like crab eats, sometimes it won't grow. So it also have a lot of challenges. So this is the close-up of the mangrove, gray mangrove seed. And as I mentioned, it has an extreme salinity. So what it does, the excess amount of the salt which excrete through the leaf. So whatever the crystals you see, it is the leaf excrete the salt through the leaf. So these are called roots of the aerial roots of the mangroves. If you magnify and see, you can see the pores of the roots which they breathe through this root. And as I mentioned before, there are a lot of living beings around mangroves, below the water and above the water. So the barnacles always part of the mangroves. And as I said, you can see it's very invisible, and it's a camouflaged slug. Always find in the many living beings are there. Just I want to show who are living there. And you can see the crab, how it looks majestically. And behind, you can see a lot of, sand balls. So, the tiny sand balls are the sign of the healthy ecosystem. So what it does, so the crab scoop up the wet sand and filter out the organic particles like algae and microorganism. And the remaining, the leftover sand with the no nutrients, what you see is the balls. So the sand balls, so that whenever it is in the low tide, you can see these sand balls. So next time if you visit mangroves in your place, make sure you observe everything, and you can tag me also. And how people work behind the mangrove means, in the protect the mangrove, how people work behind the mangroves. So they have some tools, it's called quadrant. They measure the mangroves, and they check often. Sometimes if it is an extreme salinity, they do the channel the water. So the scientists check the water strength. And definitely, if we lose the mangroves, then we lose our protection and biodiversity. So, based on the mangroves, there are a lot of living beings, as I mentioned. So, turtle also in threat, around the world. And here you can see that turtle was treated, rescued, treated, and they are releasing in the mangrove waters. So, any part of the world, the tourism is very important. So you can see how the people enjoy the evening in the mangrove area. So I have published this work around the various magazine, and I have shown the images. Through images, I each and every image, I able to convey message to the people. And as I mentioned, like, I have published around, so I don't feel whenever I publish, or whenever I give a presentation or exhibition, always feel that I have reached many people and educated them. So I don't feel that these all achievements for me, these all result conservation result for me. So I want to share, how you can also advocate like me. So you don't need a professional camera, or any specific gear. Just you can shoot with your mobile, and make sure that you tell a story whenever you are posting in the Instagram. You make sure that you say something about mangroves, some information about the mangroves. Definitely people will look into it. So suppose if your circle, if someone is posting the images, make sure you share, and get educated. And before shooting, always make sure that why I am taking this photo. So why do I want people to feel and learn? So these are the questions you have to ask. And whenever you take photo in the wildlife, make sure you should not disturb the wildlife and damage the ecosystem. So ethics is a matter. So focus on, always don't zoom the mobile or whatever. So you move closely, and take the details of the leaves, roots, textures. The small moments always tell big stories. So these are the things you can do as a, you can shoot and advocate, and involve with any volunteer organization is there in your country. You can involve yourself and advocate for the mangroves, and yeah, reduce the daily impact, like cut down the plastic use. And these are the things, definitely it will help for the mangroves. So I reached as I mentioned before, to talk and explain about the importance of the mangroves. And I have taken several visual story telling sessions, how they can take the photo, how they can share, how they can advocate. These are the things which I have done before. And yeah, the same thing. So suppose if you are coming to UAE, always reach me. Definitely, I will show the mangroves. This is about, people came from UK, and I have shown them the mangroves. So whoever comes from Indonesia to UAE, you can always connect with me, reach me, and feel free. And I am very happy to show the mangroves and the benefits. What and I can advise you what you can see in this region. So once again, thank you so much for this opportunity. And you can connect with me in the Instagram, and you can share me if you take a beautiful image from Indonesia. You can share me also. So the people may forget words, but they remember whatever they see and feel. So keep shooting with your mobile and start advocating. Yeah, that's it. You can ask me if you have any questions so that I can explain more onto it.
Yeah, thank you, Vidhya. So Vidhya and I saw her exhibitions about mangrove last year in Sharjah in the international photography exhibitions, and I was very impressed. First of all, because coming to the UAE, United Arab Emirates, I live in Dubai. I didn't know much about the nature of the UAE. I mean, especially Dubai. It's very famous about the malls, shopping, glamour, and glitters. I never heard someone talk about the nature, about the environment of UAE. So that's why I was very impressed. And second, I was even more impressed when I studied about your website, Vidya. I have shared your website with the participants in the chat. So if you go to the stories, you do not address only environmental issues, but you also address cultural heritage issues.
Yeah, yeah.
So uh, probably you can tell more about your interest in cultural heritage and how you become a visual storyteller about this.
See, actually, before few years back, until falconry, I was very much keen into shooting the women empowerment and social issues. After that, I was focusing more into environment storytelling, because the through environment for suppose like mangroves, and currently I am working on water. So but still I work with mangroves. It, as I said, it is a long term. It requires lot of awareness. So so mainly now I am focusing more into environment storytelling. And about the culture and heritage, what you asked, I am based in UAE. So UAE always promote lot of culture and heritage for the younger generation. So it's very important being here and visual storyteller. I always visit these kind of cultural thing. So, I will give you one example. I am doing a water project. In this water project, earlier days, how they take the water and the well. So that I can't show to the many audience, but I went to the culture and heritage festival. There they done that. So I captured that image. So now that image I am showing to my audience. They are getting surprised. Is it happened in the UAE? So wherever my advice is, like, wherever, definitely it will have in your country also. So if there any culture and festival, make sure you participate and see, so that you can see what they have done in the previous generation, how they lived, what they, lot of information you will get. So yeah. So yeah, that's it.
Yeah, yeah. And I would like, before I go to the mangrove, because there is an alarming slides, one of the slides showing that the mangrove in Indonesia is yellow, vulnerable. So it means
Yeah,
Indonesia doesn't take care very well about
yeah,
mangrove. So I hope there is someone in the audience
yeah,
which study or expert in the mangrove can tell about this, or maybe Vidya would like to comment on this,
yeah, yeah, sure. You're
or maybe
asking.
you can show once again the slides, because it shows that all over Indonesia is
Yeah.
mangrove. It's
Mm-hmm.
and Indonesia is quite big. Yeah, I mean it's in the Europe. It's from Scotland to Spain. And
Mm-hmm.
I also studied that Indonesia actually has one fourth of mangrove from all over the world, but it
Yeah.
is in yellow state. It means
Yes.
alarming, vulnerable.
Yes.
So do
Yes.
you?
I have seen also, around the world. I won't say even in the UAE and around the world, it is in high risk. So when I don't know how many of them visited. I would like to know about, in the audience, if you know anything, you can share with me. You know, uh, around the world, this is the situation like urban rise, climate change, shrimp farming,